Welcome to SmashingBloke.com. Here at SmashingBloke, we're in love with cryptocurrency and all of that good stuff. So what's going on? It's the 23rd of May 2018. It's roughly around 13:02 in the afternoon. Markets are red. Markets are really, really red. I mean, it's a red day. There's blood on the floor. But is that such a bad thing? Pretty sure that some time ago you possibly looked at the market and thought to yourself, let me jump in and buy this coin because I really, really like this coin. It has a lot of potential from the research I have looked at. But then you thought to yourself, no, I'll pause a bit and I'll see. I just wait and see when the market bottoms out. But then you looked again and the market was green and you thought you'd lost your chance to get that coin. But now the markets are red. It's shopping days. You can go out there, pick up those coins that you really wanted to get your hands on previously. Okay, so what else is going on today? Let's have a look at the market cap. Market cap's currently standing at $346 billion. 24-hour trading volume of $18 billion. Bitcoin is currently listed at $7,886 with a market dominance of 38.9%. Best performer in the last 24 hours, Skycoin, smashing it with a 35.54% increase in the last 24 hours and is currently listed at 34.34. Okay. I was reading this article a couple of days ago. It was talking about how certain privacy coins were being taken off a certain exchange. They wouldn't be traded on that platform anymore. I think it was Zcash, Dash, Monero, possibly Rep. And I noticed that there was a certain coin that is also a privacy coin, but isn't on there. Now, I don't know if lots of you out there understand that this space is not just about currencies. I know most of you have heard about Bitcoin and the price goes up, the price comes down, very volatile, blah, 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 blah. But there are also a whole range of other types of coins out there in this space. Okay, we have coins like Ethereum, second generation blockchain. Ethereum brought us the smart contract, which changed the whole world. I mean, it's brought us to a totally different zone. We have coins like Zilliqa, Ontology, third generation blockchains trying to overcome the challenges with transaction speeds that the previous blockchains are currently experiencing, and also in some instances introducing smart contract platforms of their own. I think it's a very exciting time, but yeah, we also have things like privacy coins. We have coins like Zcash. Privacy in the decentralized space has become a bigger thing since a limited number of centralized organizations began to amass our data and in certain instances to abuse it. Decentralization of your data and bringing privacy to it, you could say, gives you better control over your data, gives you the ability for you to share what you want to share with whom and when you have to share this data. In today's world, if you want to do business with banks or financial institutions, and some instances governments also insist on this, you need to abide by AML KYC laws. Okay, AML, anti-money laundering, KYC, know your customer. Where did that cash come from that has been passed into this bank account? Okay, so privacy coins will always be challenged because of these laws, because they hide the transaction data, so you can't really say who sent that cash or where it has gone to. The cash basically goes. Okay, now there is this coin that I think has found a good way to give both options. I mean, it fits nicely into this space. It's a coin called Verge. I think Verge has a lot of potential. You possibly heard a lot about it, especially over the last 24 hours or so, because I believe they were hacked and They lost quite a bit of Verge, but SmashingBloke isn't really concerned about that, and I want to tell you why. Okay? Okay. Verge is a blockchain, a pretty fast blockchain. It handles around 2,000 transactions each second. Verge uses Tor. It is 100% community owned. There was no ICO, no pre-mine. The most exciting thing for SmashingBloke about the Verge cryptocurrency is the Wraith protocol. Okay, the Wraith protocol is a protocol that allows you to be either public or private as regards your information. You have the ability to switch if you're dealing with a bank or financial institution and they require a KYC and AML, then you can use the public blockchain and make your transactions public. If you're dealing with an institution that doesn't actually need this data, or a different type of a transaction, you can just make it private and keep all that information to yourself. I mean, why do people have to know who you sent your cash to? The Verge blockchain does this by hiding the transaction data. It masks the transaction data out, so it's not made visible. And lots of other blockchains, you can always track. If you can look on, you can always track a Bitcoin. You know where the Bitcoin is going to. It was sent from here to there. It's gone from this wallet to that wallet. Hence the reason why we always know when the Mt. Gox guy is moving cash around. So what's the Verge roadmap? Q1 of this year, Verge released their core wallet version 4, stage 2. This included Wraith integration. Q1, I believe they also have listed for this year a new website. Also in Q1, they have an online merchandising store coming up. In Q2, smart contracts. So what does SmashingBloke think the potential for Verge is? I think Verge has a great future. They've formed some great partnerships. I think the partnership with Pornhub is awesome. I think the fact that some people out there didn't like it, it rattled some feathers, and in some instances you could say possibly impacted on the value of the coin. The bottom line here is this is a real world use case. It's now being used. Even if you don't like the industry that's being used in, the coin is being used. At the same time, they're also forming a whole range of other partnerships. So Verge is a lot of potential. Who's working on this? Let's have a look. The team, as you can see, don't really like to be identified or known, but that's understandable. They are working on a privacy blockchain and they don't really, well, yeah, it just sort of makes sense. Okay, so how does SmashingBloke feel about Verge? Exceptionally bullish, exceptionally bullish. As I mentioned before, real world use cases out there being used. This coin is actually being used for day-to-day transactions. Okay. Don't forget, this is not financial advice. You need to go out there and do your own homework. Be safe in this space. SmashingBloke out. Peace.